My name is Joel Osebe, and I'm from a startup called AICE. We provide three services. One is AI for capacity building, where we train individuals in AI, both non-technical and technical. Something else that we do is AI as a service, where we go into companies and provide services. So we look at all their systems and we are able to pinpoint places that actually need an AI application to automate that process. So one of the products that we have falls under software as a service, where we provide an application that is AI driven, and its name is Caspre. So Caspre is an application that is tailored towards risk assessment for farmers. So the way we've made it is so that it can handle a dynamic problem. It can be plugged into different institutions, especially institutions in agri-finance, for the use of the data that is in that institution, and even the data that comes from the farmers, from their farms, their demographics, any kind of information, so that at the end of it all, it is able to assess the risk of that particular farmer towards their credibility in getting a loan, any form of financing from any institution. It's solely under AI as a service. There is another bit of it where we are looking into collecting the data from farmers, where we use IoT. So there is a combination of the two. So there is AI and IoT to kind of augment the data towards assessing the credibility of a farmer. Our main targets are not the farmers, but the agri-finance institutions. So they are the ones that we target to kind of show them that there is this solution for them which they can use on their data. So all they need to do is take Caspre and embed it on their system to begin using the data that they have on the farmers. And then over time now, augmenting the other data sources for their farmers will also come in handy to just give more data for their farmers. When we approach an institution, we have to take them through the whole tool. We have simplified this as much as possible so that even someone who is non-technical is able to use it. For the devices, the way we are doing it currently is we personally go to put the devices in the farms manually, because most farmers don't really understand. So we are doing that for them. And at the end of it all, we tell them it is an advantage for the farmer, and at the same time, it's an advantage for the agri-finance institution. So there is a win-win in both. Adoption of technology. The institutions in this space are kind of, I don't know how to put it, but for example, I can give an example of a bank. Yeah? Banks normally, it's not easy for banks to adopt new technology into their systems, because there is the whole idea of risk behind it. Yeah, and they are normally very, very high. Like for them, that is a big deal. So that is one of the main issues, because if it would be so easy, then so many institutions will be having such technology. Yeah, so that is the main challenge. There is a gap towards research and development. That is another area which we are really looking into, and we combine our expertise with the expertise of individuals who are actually in the industry to come up with the best solutions. short-term goals, I would say, is the scalability issue. We need it to go out to as many institutions as possible. In the long term, we are looking into other sources of data like phone data. There is the whole conversational AI going around. It is, it's being used by everyone, but I think farmers, and in this case we are mostly talking about smallholder farmers, I don't think they get to benefit from the advantages of conversational AI. So we are looking at having conversational AI for farmers, for them to be able to even converse with the application using their local language.